In places, I see them just here at the end where the olive is going to itself form. The olive tree, when it begins its life cycle with the rainy season, will begin to generate a flower. There'll be fertilization, and then fruit set. The fruit will continue to ripen, mature in the fall. So the olive is a fall harvested plant. And it is no exaggeration to say that people in Bible times would come into contact with olive or olive products every day, every single day. Yesterday we saw some of the processing tools, right? The olive crushing press. We talked about the olive beam press for compressing to get the oil out. So it would be used for ritual purposes. That would be the best of them. It would be used for cooking, like I do. Maybe you do too. Olive oil for cooking. It would be commingled with aromatics and then put on the skin. In a place where you don't have, where water is more precious, the idea of bathing every day is not the norm. And so you don't accumulate body odor when you don't, here, just like at home. So this is one way of maybe making yourself a little bit more pleasant. It was used medicinally, and so people are coming into contact with it in all those ways. But for sure at night, olive oil is going to be used in order to illuminate the home, right? When the sun sets and you want a little bit more family time or for other engagement, no light switch in the home, right? So you have a little ceramic container. And the little ceramic container is going to change shape over time. If you look in the JUC, like when you go on down the pathway, I'm thinking pathway. Hallway. Wow, thank you. To the classroom, on the left, you've got an archaeology case. You'll see oil lamps of different shape, size, and that's evidence that people changed design. But the function is pretty much the same in any era. You've got some sort of container with about enough oil to last you for the time you want the illumination. That oil will not combust until you reach the right stoichiometric mixture of oil and air. So you have to combine the two. You can try to light the olive oil itself, isn't going to light. But if you put a wick in and you draw that oil up in the direction of an ignition point where air and oil can commingle in the right mixture, you end up with that illumination. And so oil is going to be your primary illumination product. We hear about that in Scripture, right? The oil lamp. No one lights a lamp without putting it on a lampstand, without putting it in an elevator. So that's all part of the olive tree's heritage. Yeah, good place.